also would like to dedicate this first poem to the Neha players and some absent friends. I'm thinking particularly of Vanessa Birch,
yes,
who many of you knew and worked with in numerous productions, and also Vivian Margulies, whose personas came to mind when I was reflecting on this particular poem, which for me, speaking for myself, I think is possibly somewhat of an inversion of what it's, in terms of the literal nature of it. So I just suggest that you might want to reflect on that. It's called Never Seek to Tell Thy Love by William Blake. Never seek to tell thy love, love that never told can be. For gentle wind does move, silently, invisibly. I told my love, I told my love, I told her all my heart, trembling cold in ghastly fears. Ah, she doth depart. As soon as she was gone from me, a traveler came by, silently, invisibly, oh, with no deny. And the second one is actually a little bit of prose, which I would like to do in honor of English Mother's Day, which is coming up this weekend, I believe. And it's, I think, probably quite self-explanatory, and it's called The Velveteen Rabbit by Marjorie Williams. For a long time, he lived in the toy cupboard or on the nursery floor, and no one thought very much about him. He was naturally shy, and being only made of velveteen, some of the more expensive toys quite snubbed him. The mechanical toys were very superior and looked down upon everyone else. They were full of modern ideas and pretended they were real. The model boat, who had lived through 2 seasons and lost most of his paint, caught the tone from them and never missed an opportunity of referring to his rigging in technical terms. The rabbit could not claim to be a model of anything, for he didn't know that real rabbits existed. He thought they were all stuffed, like himself, and he understood that the sawdust within him was quite out of date and shouldn't be mentioned. Even Timothy, the jointed wooden lion, who was made by the disabled soldiers, should have had broader views, but put on airs and pretended he was connected with government. Between them all, the poor little rabbit was made to feel himself very insignificant and commonplace. And the only person who was kind to him was the skin horse. What is real? The Velveteen Rabbit asked the skin horse one day. Does it mean having things that buzz inside you and a stick-out handle? Real isn't how you are made, said the skin horse. It's a thing that happens to you. When a child loves you for a long, long time, not just to play with, but really loves you, then you become real. Does it hurt? Asked the Velveteen Rabbit. Sometimes, said the skin horse, for he was always truthful. When you are real, you don't mind being hurt. It doesn't happen all at once, said the skin horse. You become. It takes a long time. That's why it doesn't often happen to people who break easily or have sharp edges or have to be carefully kept. Generally, by the time you are real, most of your hair has been loved off, and your eyes drop out and get loose in your joints and get very shabby. But these things don't matter at all, because once you are real, you cannot be ugly, except to those who don't understand. But once you are real, you can't become unreal again. It lasts for always.